Dean Legge here from Dog Post with some breaking news, certainly a little bit shocking, which is that Jamie Newman has decided to forego the 2020 season at Georgia. I'm Dean Legge from Dog Post, making you a smart Georgia fan. I wanted to make sure that there's some nuance here, some questions that I've got. I mean, this has just happened, so I'm right off the bat here. But one thing that I wonder is, he was dealing with a foot injury. How serious was the foot injury? Jamie was looking like he was going to be, the third or fourth quarterback picked in the NFL draft. Did it make sense for him to play, and deal with a 10-game SEC slate and probably a bowl game, if not the college football playoffs? Was he losing the job to JT Daniels? Was that possible? I mean, JT Daniels isn't even cleared to play medically yet for Georgia, according to Kirby Smart. 3 days ago or 4 days ago. But I was told, multiple people have told us that JT Daniels was with the number one unit starting the scrimmage over the weekend. Now, we're not there to verify that. That's number one. But number two, that could mean a lot or nothing. You can't ever know. I mean, someone could start a series and then they rotate to the next person. I mean, quarterback competitions, that's what I was talking about yesterday, 2 days ago, when I said, what's going on with these quarterbacks? And I can't really tell. Well, maybe we're starting to see what I was talking about here, because there's never so far been a firm inkling during this time that Jamie Newman was the starter for sure. And he's not going to be the starter now. We can see that. So the bad news for Georgia on that front is you're missing out on a guy who has the capability to really move the ball with his running ability and his intellect. He was really smart. He's a very smart quarterback. This is a new system completely at Georgia. There are no favorites here. And I think that the question becomes, and we won't ever really know this. What happened to make him make this decision? Was it one thing, or was it several things that were adding up? Not having spring football, dealing with COVID stuff, that your draft is so high, your draft stock is so high, it's not going to go lower because you don't play. It could go lower if you do play. So there's a lot of different stuff here that's going on at the same time. Now, moving forward for Georgia, to me right now, it looks like you've got JT and probably Carson Beck after that. I'm not as sure who the two would be, but maybe Carson, maybe Dwan Mathis, and then Stetson. So you've gone from having 5 scholarship quarterbacks down to 4 again all of a sudden. My understanding was JT and Jamie Newman that took basically all of the snaps with the ones over the weekend. So if you're losing one of those guys, that means that you would think that the other guy is probably in a position to win the starting job. But there's so much we don't still know here. And, although I am somewhat a voice of authority on a lot of these Georgia things, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything that's going on with this one, because it really is a shame. I think still that Jamie Newman is a very good college quarterback. He can do a lot of things. When I saw him play, he was very good. That doesn't mean, though, that he would hold off JT Daniels to be the starter at Georgia. I mean, JT Daniels was a 5-star recruit, a high-level kid that went on to start as a true freshman at SC. It's not like that's an easy thing to do. So now we will see, how healthy is JT Daniels. As of Saturday, he was not cleared to play. Kirby keeps lecturing the media about that. I hear you, man. I'm repeating that. I mean, if he's not ready to play, that brings into other questions. So I think time will tell. Time always tells with these sorts of things, and we'll be here to bring it to you. Make sure you click this playlist, which is right to your right here, that we're going to have to adjust one more time, but that's why you should be clicking on it. Thanks for watching. Dean Legge from Dog Post, making you a smarter Georgia fan.